everyone and welcome. Today I wanted to give you a tour of one of my recent sketchbooks that I've completed, one of my smaller ones. These small Moleskin pocket sketchbooks are an absolute favourite of mine, and I always have at least one on the go at any one time. I use these for small doodles and sketches, for when I am out and about and only have a small bag or pocket to put one in. These are my relaxation sketchbooks, where I can doodle away the time and relax. Now, to give you some context as to why I'm showing you this sketchbook today, it's because I want to demonstrate that not every page of a sketchbook is Instagram worthy or social media ready. These pocket sketchbooks are the type that I finish most regularly. They don't require hour-long sessions all afternoon, all evening, just a few minutes here and there to build up doodles and sketches over time. So my name is Susan and I'm an artist and author, and my current sketchbook work is an expression of my love of plants, botanical knowledge and connection to nature. I'm the founder of the popular 30-day sketchbook challenge coming up to its 10th year, as well as a growing library of online courses, a monthly sketching community called Inspire, and delivering in-person workshops and retreats. I have some amazing plant-related ones coming up in the next few years. Now, my main aim this year was to complete 12 sketchbooks, and so far I have finished off 2. This one here that I'm going to show you today is actually number 2. Admittedly, to begin with, I'm working through those few sketchbooks that just have a few pages left to finish them off. But overall, I am aiming for quantity over quality. It essentially means that I get to sketch more and build up those sketches in small little bursts day after day, building up that creative habit gradually with time and a small bit of practice. So let's take a look inside. So here we are, and here is my little Moleskin pocket sketchbook. It's kind of postcard in size, and I used this in 2024 and finished it in February 2025. Slightly off-white paper and rounded corners. So I started by just some little playabouts here with pen. And as you can see, I use the sketchbook when I'm out and about. So a little detailed landscape, a coffee cup, and here we have pens and pencils that I have sketched. Again, I did some drawing with my daughter, so I drew a cup. And here we have some different ways that I studied drawing pens using blind contour, continuous line, and non-dominant hand drawing. Some organic shapes that I doodle, so I love using the sketchbook for little doodles. Again, this one isn't finished. Some little doodles that I did out and about. This also went with me to Bird World, where I sketched some birds when I was out and about with my daughter. Simple shapes, drawing round rubbers and different shapes just to play on the page. Very simple, but I just love doodling in this sketchbook. Now, house doodles are a feature of my sketchbooks and they come up quite a lot, and these are loose pencil sketches. I wouldn't necessarily have done this all in one day, just sort of done the odd sketch here and there and just built the page up over time. You may or may not know that I own a pottery cafe. I've got one that has 2 shops. So I do love ceramics and vases, and I spend some time doodling different vase shapes and designs. And look, my daughter wrote on there, good job. So she thinks I'm doing a good job, which is really rather fabulous. And some different shapes of bowls and cups that again drew in pencil just to play with different ceramic shapes. Landscape when I was out and about. And again, drawing pencils is a favourite of mine when I don't know what to do. We now move into fish doodles. I tend to do these in pencil first. I use a hard pencil. Then I go over with a fine liner pen, and then sometimes I add a little bit of brush pen over the top just to give a little bit of tone to the drawings. Do love a mushroom. These are done in pen and ink, so fine liner pen, pencil, and these are the Derwent Inktense pencils over the top. Fruit and cactus doodles. My daughter doing some drawing. Another little landscape sketch when out and about. More fish, using a finer pen this time. A little bit of colour here, a little bit of brush pen, some pattern. Do love drawing berries, so some little berry studies done at different times. And here we move on to the 30-day sketchbook challenge 2025. So we're working here through day 1, 2, 3. And every day there was a different prompt issued, and I used this sketchbook to firstly finish it off, but also to contain the sketches into a small space so that I could definitely finish the challenge every day. So working on a small space means that it was likely to be finished. And as you can see, I jumped through lots of different materials. Here we've got fine liner pen. I did some miniature paint studies. I loved doing these. I loved working smaller than the small sketchbook. Bit of block printing, love a bit of block printing, pencil sketching. Drawing pens and pencils comes back. You can see that regularly throughout this sketchbook. House doodles, boxes, another landscape, and just some pencil doodles. This one, the prompt was mirror, and I did some left and right hand drawing using a soft pencil at the same time, just to tap into both sides of my brain. I really enjoyed that. That was super fun. Little detailed pencil study of the end of my phone cable, bit of leaf printing. These pages make me smile. Again, part of the 30-day sketchbook challenge. Label or badge, my daughter was reading a poem to me, and she had this little sticker on her finger. So this was a quote from the poem. So the simplest of drawings, but it really, really made me smile. Bit of Garfield for my cat's prompt, quite liked that. Day 24 was ear, day 25 was butterfly. More ceramics, more houses coming back. More mark making in pencil, the prompt was movement, and another landscape painting here for the prompt painting. Drawing of my sketchbook, and we are back to pens. I do love doing these. I find that drawing pens and pencils I find super relaxing. It's something I doodle a lot because it's a material I'll always have with my sketchbook. So I'll grab whatever pencil I can find, pop it in front of me and draw it. And then recently I've been studying horticulture and doing a lot of gardening and really beginning to understand a lot more about plants and their structure and biology. And so drawing plants really helps me to understand, and also I find it really relaxing. And you can see there's another little message from my daughter in there I hadn't spotted that says, "I love mummy." Very cute. More ceramics, more mark making, and we move to the end of the book where we've got some of my daughter's maths, some scribbles, plans, maths, I don't know, when we play cards, we've got some things there. So lots of doodles and bits and pieces in there. And that's my little Moleskin sketchbook. I have many of these that are completed. I love working in these, small sketches, loose and rough, all sorts of materials. The paper in these Moleskin sketchbooks will take a range of materials, which is why I go back to them time and time again. And filling a page is really easy. And these pages wouldn't have been done in a single sitting. I'd have doodled a bit in pencil, gone over in pen, and filled in. So I have a blank sketchbook now ready to start and go. But I hope you find this little tour through my pocket sketchbook of interest, and I hope you do some sketching in your pocket sketchbooks too. So I hope you enjoyed this little browse through my Pocket Moleskin sketchbook. It's a fun one, and I hope it inspires you to get sketching this month. If you take anything from this video, it's that a small portable sketchbook is your best friend for building up a regular sketching habit in small bursts. Now, to carry out some fun doodles like you saw in this sketchbook, do take a look at my other YouTube video, 5 things to doodle in your sketchbook. Happy doodling and happy sketching, everybody, and I'll see you soon.